Hi guys, Stephanie here, and I decided that it's time to start on a new junk journal, and so that's why I'm bringing this to you today. Um, Basically, I want to start off by showing you this is the journal that we're going to be using, or the actual book that I'm going to use. Super tiny. It's like 4x3. It's super cute. And I've just reinforced this spine with some painter's tape or whatever. And I found this little notebook. It had paper on the inside. I just cut it out and then reinforced the spine with some more tape. It fits in here perfectly, and so that's going to be our signature cover. Sorry if I was off camera. Yeah, so that's going to be our signature cover because it fits in here perfect. And so yeah, it's going to be super cute. It's just going to have one signature. It's going to be really tiny. But we're going to be decorating both of these today, and just getting the first part started, which is these two things. But I want to show you some things that I kind of put together for this journal, just based off this theme. And obviously I have a couple other boxes of random papers and ephemera and stuff like that that I'll be utilizing as well, but this is the main themed stuff for this journal. Let me put that off to the side for right now. So I found these really cute playing cards at Dollar Tree, and I want to use these. I'm trying to go with a flowery nature type feel for this journal. And so there's just a couple of stuff I got together to use today. And so this is the actual inside of that book. It's got some cute little quotes and stuff, and I've used this on other projects already. I got this book, Fragrant Herbs. It's got all kinds of cool stuff in here. So we're going to be utilizing pages out of here and stuff like that. So that's going to be awesome. And then once that's empty, this will be another book for another time. Another JJ. I really love this hummingbird. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. I might save it for a different project that I have in mind. But it's just a brochure. But it's got just this cute little hummingbird. So I don't know if I'm going to use it. I might not use any of this stuff. I might use all of it. Who knows? I also got this set at Goodwill. It's just a little journaling set. It's got envelopes, matching envelopes, and paper. May use some pieces of this. I have a couple of pieces of this already out, like coffee dyes and stuff. So we may utilize that. I have this book that I've already torn apart and used some of. It's got a couple of really cute pages that I feel could be cute for the JJ, you know, like the green pieces and stuff. So this will be something that I'm pulling from. Let me put all this stuff to the side. And I also have this one that has just tons and tons of pages. And we'll probably use these papers, or maybe a couple of these as papers inside the journal. So you never know. You never know. And I have a couple of napkins that I have in mind to use, and some tissue paper, and I usually pick out a couple of pieces of washi for the project, because you never know what you're going to want to use. So there we go. Pull all of this out, all of that to the side, put these to the side. So we are going to start with the cover, and I think what I want to do, not entirely sure, but I kind of just want to cover this in gesso, and then either I kind of want to cover this in gesso and then put this tissue paper over it, crinkle style, after I color it with a little bit of gelato, like just to give it some color, probably green. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. You put all of this stuff. I just try to keep things together. I've got all kinds of different boxes for different projects because you never know. This way I try to stay as organized as possible. I don't think this spare paper is going to be big enough. So let's go with the new one. So I have this gesso with acrylic mix. I don't think I'm going to use that though. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to use this gesso. Makes the most sense to me. It's just regular plain white. Oh geez. Wow. It's getting to the end of this. This is my Martha Stewart gesso. I like this stuff. This is the first gesso that I bought. It was on sale or something. It's the only reason I got this brand. If I had a choice and money was no option, I probably would have gone with like Ranger or Faber-Castell or something like that. But I got this one. It's good. It's perfect. It works great, just like any other gesso. However, it's got a really funky smell when it dries. It smells like wet dog. I'm not even joking. Like, yeah, so I probably won't buy it again. So I gotta get a paper towel. And yep. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It may just be me. Who knows? So we are going to. I added just a tiny bit of water to the gesso just because, I mean, it's pretty thick and I didn't really need it that thick. We're just going for full coverage on this bad boy here. And, I mean, I try not to make it super thick. Obviously, I do, like I said, want the full coverage, but I try not to make it super thick because it dries faster when it's thin. And instead of going for perfect strokes, I like to do the texture because then it's not perfect and you don't have to worry about any of that. I do want a little bit more on that. Alrighty. And I want to get the sides. Make sure we do that. Alright. Now let me go ahead and dry this really quick. Alright, now that side's done, we're going to go ahead and flip over and do the other side as well. Just making sure it's well coated. Excellent. baby wipe. This is just a piece of plastic off an old planner I had, and I kept it when I threw the planner out because it's my perfect like portable palette. I pretty much just use this for gesso. So, yay. And I'm going to finish drying and I'll be right back. Okay, now this is dry, both sides, and it looks like a hot mess right now, but it won't in a minute. And so I got a couple of gelatos out, and I'm just going to put the gelato on here to give it a nice background. I'm going to focus mainly on this color. This is Margarita. I don't know if you can see that. And it's from the double scoop set, and it is gorgeous. Well, I mean, at least this specifically is. I bought the double scoop set. I couldn't help it. So yeah. I had half of mine to use this and then a coral color. I think it's metallic melon actually. I thought that would go really nicely together. Now I kind of want to. Alright. So is it bubblegum? This is guava. This is metallic melon, yes. So yeah. I'm not going to focus too much on the spine because of the fact that the spine will be covered with lace. And that's after I've sewn signatures in, so that's quite some time down the road. I'm not worried about that right yet. Let me go ahead and get yet another paper towel. I mean, not paper towel, baby wipe. A gesso, man, it's crazy. And I'm not going to put the baby wipe directly onto here. I'm just going to wet my finger and then mush it, smoosh it. Oh man, I love why did I say gesso? I love gelatos so much. And they blend so nicely. Awesome. Awesome. So, now that that one's done, let me go ahead and add the metallic melon everywhere else. And this is, like I said, metallic melon. Let's see, where's the camera? There we go. If you find yourself having a hard time smushing around, just re-wet your finger. And putting a little bit of the pink dotted around. Awesome. And that's our cover. Looks probably like a hot mess right this second. And I'm sorry about that. Nice. And I didn't go crazy drying, by the way. I just did kind of a little bit of a heat set, mostly. And I was going to just keep you with me, honestly, but my pink heater wasn't working because it was too hot, so I had to plug in my Ranger Crafted one, which is fine. So, I'm going to go around the edge with the chocolate. These like to shed, huh? Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right. Let me wet my finger and maybe we should just use the baby wipe then. It's just not as dark that way though. But you just do this, then you add some more, and you do it again, and you just keep going until you have the desired effect. But I think this is good enough. I just wanted to give the hint of a vignette, and I think that's great. That seems so much brighter on the camera. That's crazy. It's not that bright in person. I mean, it's bright, don't get me wrong. Anyway, I have this tissue paper. I love it. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, look. I had a piece. Perfect. Just cut this in half. And I'm going to be Mod Podging this down. So if I was to do this, now on the inside, let's go ahead and might just go ahead and put a nice little vignette in here now. Finger wet. Not wet enough. Yeah, I like that pink mixed over the brown. That looks awesome. Very vintagey. A little more water. Awesome. Okay. I say awesome a lot, apparently. I'm sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Okay. Wet the finger. Oh yeah, the green over the blue or the brown. Holy cow! I like that. I still wanted to look. I mean, I know I said it doesn't matter, but like, what if a little bit peeks through? You know what I mean? Like, I have to do it. I'm sure you guys can totally understand where I'm coming from, my fellow JJ nerds. I hope so. Oh yeah, that's great. I feel like I'm sorry. I know I said it was done, but I have to now because it looks so good on the inside. I had to put a little bit of color over this brown as well out here, but that shouldn't take too long. Alright, and so now we are ready. Just trying to decide which will be the top. Okay. So I have Liquitex matte gel, matte medium basically. Just whatever, it doesn't matter what brand you use, just, you know what I mean? Don't matter. I actually have to get some more. Now, once you heat set this, it's somewhat set. However, it will reactivate if you use too much water or something like this, matte medium. So, but as long as you do, you know, a decent amount, but without like pushing too hard or anything like that. I want to put a decent amount on here anyway, just because, especially in the crevices here. Just obviously we want a nice finish, right? And you want it to stick. Yeah. Must be tissue paper or something from last time. Alright, so let's see. Now you don't want to press too hard because, I mean, it is tissue paper, okay? So it will rip, especially now that it's wet. But I do like, I mean, you can, hey, you can do this with bone folder. Don't matter. I think I'm just going to do it with my finger though. Alrighty. And I'm going to put this bottom piece down. Alright, so now I'm just going over the whole outside, all the edges, and just making sure that I'm kind of just like sealing it at this point with the Mod Podge. I mean the matte gel. Okay, now this is dry. For the most part, there's like some parts underneath that are still a little mushy, you can tell, but it'll dry. I'm not worried about it. I'm doing one more thing and then probably gonna let this rest for a little bit while we do the signature folder part, the other piece that I put somewhere and don't remember where. I'll have to find it. But for right now, I'm going to take clear gesso, because I don't want white, obviously. And we're gonna take the clear gesso. Sorry, my paintbrush still had white gesso on it, and I definitely don't want that. And we're gonna seal it. Instead of doing it with like Mod Podge or matte medium, I'd rather do it clear for the sealing part. And this is just so that if I wanted to put some gelato on the outside just to vintageify, I'm going to keep using that word, I can. If I just put it on there right now, it would not do as well as it will once I put clear gesso on it. And it just gives it a little bit more kind of sturdiness. I also really love the effect that it gives it. Not visually, because of the fact that it is clear, you don't have to worry about any type of visual effect. But I do like I don't know how to explain it. It's very leathery, buttery almost. And so yeah. And just want to make sure that we get the sides as well and in there. Okie dokie. So now we're going to do the other side. Same thing. Even though I already did just do the matte medium, I probably don't need to do it on this side. So I'm just going to do a nice light layer. I'm not too worried about it. Because again, I'm not sure, but I probably will be putting some paper or something like that on the inside covers. So not too worried about it. Okay. Now on the inside of the spine, where I'm gonna put the signature, I do like to put something there. It gives it yet a little bit more sturdiness, but it also makes it to where, you know, like, I mean, you're still gonna see, I don't know, you know what I mean. So I have this little bag of goodies here, and like I could just put something like this. I actually really like this one. That might fit perfect. I do like that one. I wonder if this is long enough to wrap, because if it is, I might just go ahead and do that now. Oh, do you see this? Like, this is just this is my random scrap bag. And this thing fits perfect. That is crazy. Should I try and make it to where it's like this instead? There'd be an opening at the bottom. No, let's hide the closure, right? Yeah. Alright. We get some Aleene's tacky glue. I lost the lid to this, so now I gotta like peel it every time I want to use it. See, this side has more of the coffee dyed look, and then this side is more white. But I think I like the coffee dyed look, right? I mean, that's the whole point of coffee dyeing it. Let me put it like this so I can see. And the Aleene's tacky glue will give it yet another bit of sturdiness. And I'm not too worried about the glue, you know, making this lace come off at some point, because I'm going to be sewing the signature in, which is in turn going to sew the lace onto it as well. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. I did play with the idea of doing this, the green one, this green, but just on the inside, but I think it's a little too green for what I'm going for. My bag of scraps, just random lace and stuff that I have left over. Every time I cut a bit and have some left over, I put it in this bag so that way I don't want to waste it, right? Okay, let me go ahead and dry this part and then we'll turn it around to the other side. Now, at this point, if I was going to add, and I did toy with adding a charm, now would be the time to do it. I mean, obviously, you can do it at any stage. However, I don't know what that was. For me, in this specific charm, it would be the best if I did it now. And so I wanted to figure out where I want this to hang. And I just want to give this a little bit of a tie, and you'll see why in a second. I want to make sure that this is as even as I can make it. Okay. If I do this and then put this under like that, that looks nice, right? Oh, super cute. Okay, yeah. And I like that being there because then it just makes it lie nicer, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Okay. So now I know. Bet you guys don't know what that noise is. All right. trying to make it blend. I don't know, maybe I'll put it somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know. It looked cute on the outside, but it's too much. I don't know. I'm gonna put it somewhere else, maybe. Probably. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the signature part now, and I feel like I'm gonna do a couple of different things. I have this Italian to English dictionary page. I have a couple of music strips. I even have an old piece of scrap paper. I also have a napkin, and I cut out a bit of the napkins. I'm going to put it on the side like this. I think that'll look really pretty. And then I have the other piece that I tore off, like the second ply. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stamp it. And we're going to use this as texture for the background of that pink stamp. So let me get out one of my favorite stamps and just go crazy, man. Alright, look at that. I like doing that, and this way you're not wasting the other ply. I just take one of the many thousand stamps that I have and make something pretty out of it. And then now I can put this on here with some matte medium, and it'll be great. I think first I'm just going to put down some of this, and pardon me, I gotta get out my brush. So yeah, my phone died, so I had to charge it up and then remove the video because it was just too much video. It was all full. Oh, I mean, I love recording though. I love recording for you guys and giving you something. I mean, I hope you guys like it. It's the only reason I do it. And give you guys some inspiration. Alright. Like that. Go ahead and rip off some of this and put this here somewhere. Maybe here. Sure. Maybe we'll do it like this. I can cut off the other part, like the hanging off part. Make sure the edges are stuck down nice. It's so funny. I like never ever get Facebook notifications, but because I'm recording, boom. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, wrinkle up on me. I like it when it wrinkles up because it just looks so much nicer. Alright, let's put this guy right on the edge. And I wanted this little cover to be very mixed media resemblant. So just layering and layering and layering and getting the effect that I want. And this will be a beautiful signature cover. And you don't want to do too much of the Mod Podge. Sometimes it just breaks your tissue. I'm not too worried about it though. I like that a lot. I think that's good. I'm gonna dry that and I'll be right back. Alright, now that's dry. I'm going to go around and cut off. Ooh, that is warm. Ooh. Ooh, man. I'm a dummy sometimes. You just heat that. Duh, it's hot. That looks awesome. What do you think? Pretty nice for a little signature cover, huh? So you open up the book, and I think it goes nicely, right? Yeah, I like that a lot. And then on this side, we are just going to put a nice little layer of gesso, and you'll see why. This is clear gesso again. Well, you know, actually on this side, I think I'm gonna, no, I want to do clear. I always mess up when it comes to gesso, and like the other side of whatever I'm doing also gets gessoed, and so I'd rather not have white marks on the other side. That would suck right now. So, clean off my brush and do some gesso here. Don't need anything crazy. Nice light layer. Oh wow, I got it all over my shirt. And then I hit the camera. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry. And then turn it over and do the other side. Alright, so here we go. We've got our adorable little signature, and the reason I gessoed it is so that I could do a vignette, but I'm going to do it in the pink. I don't know why, but lately I have really been digging pink. And that's very strange for me because I've never ever been a pink person, or girly colors just in general. I don't know. By the way, I like this little tape that's down the middle. It's a nice, almost satiny type of feel. And I got it at the dollar store. And it's just really, it's really lovely. I love it. I use it a lot for binding purposes. So there we go. We got pink. Oh my gosh, was I off camera? I'm so sorry. Then we got a little pink outline. And so that's just a nice inside. We need to put some type of pocket embellishments on the inside, but that's to do when we're actually doing the junk journal itself. I'm sure next time, or maybe at the end, I'm not entirely sure, whenever I get inspired, we will be putting something on the cover. You know, it's not just going to stay plain, but for right now, this is what we have so far. This is our book. Okay, super cute. I even like the inside. It almost looks like an envelope, kind of, if you see where like the creases are. It looks like an envelope. Let me just show the other side too. So I don't know. I might keep the inside instead of putting paper there. I had thought about putting either like this here. I mean, you see, I already have it cut to size. Or this, something like that, but I don't think I need to. I like that. Can always do some type of decoupage or something on the inside, but for now, this is it. We did good. We have now officially started our adorable little JJ here, and our cover for our signature. This is how this turned out. So here's the first side. Super cute. And the back side. I love it. And I think that they go very well together. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you're excited for this. Give me any suggestions if you want to. Sure, I would love that. Any type of comment whatsoever, I would really appreciate it. I've really enjoyed making this for you today, and I cannot wait to get started with this JJ. So thanks for coming today, and I look forward to seeing you again.